Okay, boys and girls, now we are going to take our notes and put into paragraph writing. So this one I'm going to do is about Ukraine's clothes. So I'm going to click on that page, and here I'll come up. And now if you notice I have the title, I just don't have my information yet. So what I can do is now I'm going to go to the top. I'm going to click on what looks like a pencil and say Edit Page. Alright, now I'm all set and ready to start typing. My cursor is blinking, so that means I'm ready to start typing there. Now what I'm going to do is go to my notes, and I'm going to look at my information. So here are the notes I've taken on clothes. I've made just put the most important words, my keywords. I say they use embroidery. Their clothes are hand woven. The men use sheepskin and leather, and this is a special robe, and this is what it's called. Also, the women wear sheepskin coats and have a headdress. So I'm going to take these notes and I'm going to put them into sentences. So I'm going to start with my first part at the top, and I'm going to take use embroidery and hand woven and put that into a sentence. So since I'm starting a paragraph, I'm going to press the tab button. That lets me indent, like a two-finger indent, like when we're writing. And then I'm going to write the sentence. So I remember my notes being they use embroidery and they're hand woven. So I'm going to now turn that into a sentence. So the traditional clothes of Ukraine are hand woven and they use embroidery. So now I've taken just my keywords and I've made it into a sentence. Now I go back, look at my next part. So I have the men and the women. So I'm going to start with the men. So the men wear sheepskin leather. And here I have a robe as well. So I'm going to go back to my web page and I'm going to write. So I'm going to put a space from my period, and now I'm going to use a capital letter. So the men typically wear sheepskins or leather. Pause. Go to my notes. Now I'm going to look at this, and I'm going to type this in and talking about that it's a long robe with buttons down the front. I'm going to say a contu is a long robe with buttons down the front. Now it's capitalized because it is the name of a specific type of clothing. And you might see that it has a red line, and if I check, it's not the correct spelling, and that's okay because sometimes when we're writing words that are from other languages, it might not recognize it as the language we're using. So now I'm going to press a space and look at my next note. So now I see the women. This is a type of coat that they wear made out of sheepskin. So now I'm going to go to my and here I'll write in a sentence. The women typically wear a sheepskin coat called a kozhushanka. Okay, again, go back to my notes. And I know that they wear a are So I know that ochipokes are headdresses that married women wear. Okay, back to my note. So here I know flowered wreaths and bead jewelry are also important. So I'm going to add that for the end of my paragraph. So women also wear flowered wreaths on holy days and beaded jewel is also common in Ukraine. Okay, so now I am finished typing. So what I can do is, now that I am finished, I'm going to highlight, and now I can make my font a little bit bigger. I can even change the font if necessary. Now, you're going to choose one that is easy to read. So I'm going to try to choose one that is nice on the eyes. So veranda is nice, and so here I have my paragraph. When I finish, I'm going to then press save. Now, I do not recommend changing the color of the font. This is a very nice color. Anything bright will just take away from the content. So let's leave it like that for now and then press save. Alright, so now we have our paragraph on close.